So in this video today, I'm going to discuss why ambitious men like yourself are struggling to be intimate with a woman. Why you guys have gone at least 10 years without intercourse. Why you're having these long periods of dry spells, right? So there are two main reasons. The first reason is because sadly, you guys have become cowards. Yes, you've become cowards. You have lost courage. You have allowed fear to paralyze you. That is why you're struggling to be intimate with a woman. You've become a coward. Fear has conquered you, unfortunately. What I mean by this is that you know it yourself. When you're coming off your lunch break from work and you go into the grocery store or you go to the deli and you're ordering a sandwich and you see that beautiful woman and you know you should go talk to her. You know you have the credentials. You know you're ticking all the boxes in life. You have a nice car, you have a nice apartment. So you know you're adequate. You have the credentials to go present yourself, but you don't. Why? Because you've become a coward. Until you start becoming brave again, you will never be intimate with a woman ever in your life. You have to start being brave again. A man that's not brave, he will never be able to conquer anything in his life. You need to be brave. You've lost bravery and you need to gain that back. If you don't gain that back, trust me, you will continue to not be intimate with a woman. Anyways, let's break this down. Why is intimacy even important? Why is it important for you to be able to have intercourse with a woman? Well, let's talk about it. To carry your bloodline, to have kids, to have a family. If these are things you cherish, you value, then you have to summon bravery. You have to become brave again, or else your bloodline will die off. You will not be able to have kids. You won't be able to build that healthy family. If you don't become brave again, trust me, you will not be able to have intercourse with a woman. Women want to be around men that are brave, conquerors, that have this attitude of they're fearless. Why? Because they want to be around a protector. A woman wants to feel safe around you. So if you're not displaying these qualities, if she can't smell that off you, she's going to be repelled. She's not going to want you. So that is what's causing you to not be intimate with a woman. You've become a coward. You've lost courage. So now you're going to ask me, how do I build courage? How do I become brave again? Well, the second reason for you to be able to become intimate again with a woman, for you to be able to have intercourse again, the second thing you need to do is find a mentor. You need to have positive peer pressure around you. Let me tell you a story. I remember a long time ago, me and my friend, we were at McDonald's, right? And he was sitting in front of me. So he was in front, I was here, exactly how you're looking at me in this video. And he told me, because he could see people behind me and I could see people behind him. And he said to me, hey, listen, there's two really beautiful girls behind you. Go up and say hi to them. And initially, I was like, nah, I don't want to do it. Forget it. I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. I said, you go. And he was like, I told you first, so you have to go. And then he said, and then he said to me, you know what he said to me? He goes, don't be a chicken. And that triggered me. I did not want to identify myself as a chicken. So I got up, turned around, and spoke to the girls. And you know what? We spoke to them. I spoke to them, and they were really happy with me speaking to them. They were very receptive to how I approached them, and we actually ended up spending the whole evening with those chicks. And then we exchanged numbers. But my point was this: I refused to identify as a chicken. I got a positive reaction with those chicks because why? Because I went up and I did it. So this is what I'm saying. You need to have positive reinforcement. You need to be around positive peer pressure. You need to be around guys who are not scared to talk to women because they will call you out for it. And that's the problem. You're not around men that are fearless, that don't care about getting rejected. They care more about not being a coward. You need to be around these type of people. Because as men, if we see another man doing 100 push-ups and he calls you out to do it, if you're not a girl, if you have some high levels of T in your body, and when I mean T as in testosterone, you're going to get up and do 100 push-ups. You need to stay around. You need to get away from guys who are like, oh, don't do that. Or, like, don't do that. You're going to make yourself look bad. You need to get away from these type of people. And if you don't know where to find these type of guys, yeah, because it's very hard. A lot of the times, you have to be lucky. You have to grow up around these guys. And then naturally, you naturally become good with women also. But sometimes you don't grow up around these guys. Sometimes you just grow up around docile type of men, nerds, and things like that. So you didn't have the opportunity to be good with women and be around dudes that are very charismatic and soak up that game. The thing is, if you don't know where to find these guys, well, listen, you found that guy. You're watching this video. I'm that guy right now. Click that link in the description, and I'm going to be that guy that helps you to be able to get over that fear of talking to women. That is my expertise. I'm going to teach you exactly from A to Z how to become attractive to women, how to get a woman to be so in love with you that she will do some ridiculous things just to continue to be with you. So I'm telling you right now, click that link in the description and book a call with me, and I'll show you exactly what you need to do.